Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Turnips to Tangerines. And today we are going to make some Reuben sliders using, of course, the King's Hawaiian Sweet Rolls that everybody loves, and they make the best sliders. So let's get going here. I'm going to take the sliders out of the package, or the rolls I should say, and kind of peel this off. And then we are going to grab our knife. And I made some not that long ago on my last video. And I used my phone that time. So this time I'm using my camera so you can see a little better here. I'm just going to slice these in half. We want to keep them all intact, and which is actually not as easy as you might think. But this one's a little, I usually cut the top off, or the top a little thinner than I'd like. And here we go. Okay. And we didn't cut that very well. Ooh, oh well. That's okay. What we will do is move that here. Move this here on our sheet right away. I have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And we are going to be very careful here to take the top rolls off here. Because I did cut that a little too thin on top, but that's okay. You can still work with it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is put down a layer of cheese, and I'm using a shredded Swiss and Gruyere cheese, Gruyere, I think that's how you say it, that I purchased at Aldi. And I'm just going to lightly put some down here. And I will, whoop, not doing too good here so far on my sliders. And I'm just going to lay a very small or a thin layer of cheese. And the rest of the cheese I put on the floor for my dogs. They love cheese. And I'm going to put a little bit more right there. Okay, just a tiny bit. And we will just do that. And then I'm going to put down a layer of some good, very thin slices of corned beef that I picked up at the deli department. And I like it to overhang here just a little bit like that. I just think it looks kind of nice that way. And lay another slice. And you can kind of maybe double them up if you care to. And here we go. Just kind of like I said, I like it just to overlap on the edges just a little bit. And here we go. We got one of these here, and I think I'm going to lay that right there. That looks actually quite well. I have a tiny little piece here, so I think I'm just going to put a little one right here, since we have extra meat here. And the dogs are waiting patiently for a piece. And then I'm going to, there we go. And then I'm going to put on a layer of sauerkraut. And I'm using just a can or a jar, comes in a big jar at Aldi. It's just your everyday German sauerkraut. You can certainly use your own if you make your own sauerkraut, which I know some people do. I have not done that. I've tried. I should say I have tried. It just did not work out. So I will maybe try again sometime. And this sauerkraut is, I took it out of the jar and I drained it in a colander, and then I squeezed it really, really good until I knew it would be nice and dry. As you can see, there's no water in here at all, which is what you want. You don't want a watery mess. And sauerkraut, like I said, is packed in, well, it makes its own water type thing in the jar. And This way you'll have a nice dry roll. And there we go. I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Thousand Island dressing. And I have it just in a little bowl here. It's just your Kraft Thousand Island dressing. You can use whatever it is you want. I happen to like this kind, so that's what I'm going to use. And you know, the amount is going to have to be sort of a personal preference thing. Some people don't like a lot on, some like a whole lot on. It depends. So you know, make your sliders the way you want them. I happen to like, I guess, in between. A little I do and I don't, so. And we're just going to do this. Just kind of spread it around. You don't want it swimming in it either. But that looks pretty good. Yeah. Let's just put a little tiny bit more on. This was a very small bottle here, and I didn't even use the whole thing. It's like half. So, whoop. Okay. Let's do this number. Pick that up. And then we are going to top this with some more cheese. Some more shredded cheese. And that's about it. There's not a lot to this. And I'm just going to kind of, as I'm putting it on, and I'm going to pick all that up before I put it in the oven. And dogs sure are interested. Aren't you guys? You're being good? Yeah, hang on. I'll give you some in a minute. Kind of pack that on. Don't start crying now, you guys. Okay? No crying. No. There. That'll be good for that. I got you guys some left over. I'm just going to pat it down, and then I'm just going to lightly take my fingers and get some of this off. Because otherwise, when you put it in the oven, you're going to have a little bit of a melting mess here. Set that aside for the dogs. Down there. Just don't want them to kill themselves jumping for it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put on our top layer, which, like I said, I cut a little too thin here, but that's okay here. It came on good. It's a little thin. It should have, you know, like I said, just do the best you can do as far as that goes. I'm going to push it down here a little bit. There. How's that? Ooh, smells good. I can't wait to have one. Or two. Or maybe three. You never know. There. Kind of push them down like that. Consolidate it. Okay. And in here, in this container here, I have 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter that I melted in the microwave on high, I think for like 20 or 30 seconds, I'm not even sure. Something like that. And then I bought this also at Aldi. It's called Everything Bagel Seasoning, and it's a really nice seasoning to use on, you know, different things. It has sesame seeds, sea salt, minced garlic, minced onion, black sesame seeds, poppy seeds, and I thought, well, what the heck, that would taste good on top of here. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put about, let's say about a tablespoon of, don't you know it, the seasoning in there, and that's what it looks like. And put that in there, and we will stir that around just a little bit. And that'll give our top some good flavor. And I'm going to take my little brush. Ooh. And I'm going to just smash, you know, spread it all over the tops here. Ooh, that's going to be good, I think, with that seasoning. If I can get some seasoning. There we go. Kind of lift that up so you get a little seasoning on your brush here too. Oh, kind of making a little mess here, but that's okay. Yeah, kind of get your brush full and kind of go on the sides and make it taste real good. It's not all that much seasoning. It seems like it would be a lot, but it really isn't. So, go like that, and a little on the top there. And there we go. I think that looks pretty good. And then we're going to, like I said, just kind of do the best job you can do, or just leave it. It doesn't really make a difference. Not really, you know, if it's on there or not. And then I'm going to cover it up with a piece of tin foil, just a real small sheet here, and kind of just pat it down a little bit, like that. And I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven for 25 minutes, and then I'm going to remove the tin foil, and I'm going to let it cook for another 5 or 8 minutes, depending, at 350. So I will be back to show you how good these are going to be. Be back in a little bit. Bye-bye. Our Reuben Sliders just came out of the oven, and I just wanted to show you what they look like. And I just took them out, so this pan is really super hot, but they look and they smell absolutely wonderful. And I can't wait to cut a little piece here just to show you what they look like. I'll cut down here, and just real carefully. I have my trusty little knife here. And we're going to show you what it looks like. Ooh, they're nice and hot. And like I said, they look fantastic. Now I'm on here. This is a really sharp knife. And hopefully I can show you what they look like cut. If not, well, that's okay too. So there we go. Yum. So there they are. This is what they look like. Ooh, and are they hot? And they look lovely. And there you go. They're Reuben Sliders made with Hawaiian Sweet Rolls, and they're perfect for a football game, baseball game, anytime you're hungry. For a nice Reuben sandwich, make a slider instead. They're easy, fast, and they're good. We'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.